Buddhism teaches that nothing in life is random. Every experience, whether it is one of joy or sorrow, success or failure, is a stepping stone in our journey toward greater understanding. Life's challenges are not mere coincidences, they are essential to our growth. When we face hardships, it can feel like the universe is working against us, but in reality, these obstacles are part of a larger, more intricate design. From the Buddhist perspective, every event in our lives serves a purpose, even when we cannot immediately see it. They shape us, teach us, and bring us closer to a deeper truth, one that is beyond the surface-level struggles we endure. The path to true peace and understanding comes from embracing life's unpredictability and trusting in the process of unfolding, rather than resisting it. Life is unpredictable, and it's often in these moments of uncertainty that we are presented with the greatest opportunities for growth. It's in the face of adversity that we learn to trust ourselves, our inner strength, and the process of life itself. Although this understanding can be difficult, especially when we are in the midst of personal turmoil, the next steps in our exploration reveal how these challenges, even painful ones, can serve as powerful teachers. Every loss, every moment of uncertainty, holds within it an opportunity for learning and transformation. The hidden purpose of suffering. Buddhism teaches that suffering, while inevitable, is not something that should be resisted or avoided. In many of our lives, suffering feels like an obstacle that simply needs to be overcome. Our instinct is often to resist it, to seek immediate relief, or to wish for things to return to how they once were. But Buddhism teaches that this resistance is precisely what prolongs suffering. The more we fight against pain, the stronger it becomes. The Buddha's teachings on suffering focus on the idea that while suffering is inevitable, unnecessary suffering is a choice. We can choose how we respond to the challenges that life throws at us. If we cling to our pain or try to avoid it, we only increase our own suffering. However, if we choose to observe our suffering without fear or judgment, we can uncover its deeper lessons. The teachings of Buddhism remind us that suffering is not meaningless, and in fact, it can be seen as a process of refinement, a way to transform our character and evolve spiritually. It is easy to feel helpless or to question the fairness of our circumstances, but when we reframe our view of suffering, we begin to see it as an invitation to learn. Suffering forces us to confront parts of ourselves that we may otherwise ignore, the parts that need healing, the parts that need growth. In this way, it becomes a necessary part of the journey towards self-realization and enlightenment. This teaching highlights the importance of changing our perspective on suffering. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Buddhism encourages us to ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" The hardest moments in life often carry the greatest potential for growth. When we encounter suffering, it invites us to question our beliefs, values, and attachments. It challenges us to grow beyond our current limitations, pushing us to evolve into more compassionate, resilient, and mindful individuals. The transformative power of chaos and change. Through the lens of Buddhism, chaos becomes a tool for our transformation. It is in these chaotic moments that we are invited to reflect deeply on the impermanence of life, to question our attachments, and to develop the wisdom and compassion needed to navigate life's challenges. Without chaos, there would be no transformation. Without crisis, there would be no opportunity for growth. The very act of navigating through chaos helps us to realize our true potential, leading us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In order to embrace change fully, we must first recognize that chaos often presents itself when we are most unprepared. It may be in the form of a sudden loss, a failure, or even a significant shift in our life's trajectory. The initial response is often fear, confusion, and resistance. However, this very moment of discomfort offers a powerful opportunity for change. Chaos, as uncomfortable as it may feel, forces us to confront ourselves. It asks us to rise to the occasion and transform into a more authentic version of ourselves. This process of transformation, fueled by chaos, is what allows us to become the best versions of ourselves. And as we continue on this journey, we learn to see the unexpected twists and turns of life as opportunities rather than obstacles. Chaos, then, is not something to fear but a key ingredient in the recipe for personal evolution and enlightenment. Understanding Dharma and Life's Order. According to Buddhist philosophy, Dharma is the natural flow of the universe, a cosmic law that ensures everything happens for a reason. Life's unpredictable twists and turns, including the moments of crisis and confusion, are part of this flow. These challenges are not random or the result of bad luck, rather, they are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Trusting in Dharma is the key to finding peace in the midst of uncertainty. When we begin to accept that everything has a purpose and that each event, whether positive or negative, is part of a greater plan, we can let go of the need for control and allow life to unfold as it is meant to. The teachings of Dharma are a reminder that everything is interconnected, and every action, thought, and experience has significance. When we encounter challenges, we are presented with an opportunity to learn more about ourselves, our desires, and our attachments. As we face these obstacles, Dharma offers us the tools we need to respond with wisdom, compassion, and understanding. Each challenge is a stepping stone on the path to greater self-awareness, and each moment of chaos is an opportunity to grow. Trusting in Dharma does not mean passively accepting everything that happens to us. It means cultivating a deep understanding that even in the most difficult circumstances, there is always something to be learned. Dharma encourages us to live mindfully, to approach life with openness, and to trust that the universe is unfolding exactly as it should. When we let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives and begin to trust in the natural order, we experience peace, even in the midst of chaos. The illusion of control. In Buddhism, one of the core teachings revolves around the concept that control is ultimately an illusion. We often spend our lives striving for control over our circumstances, our emotions, and even other people. We seek certainty and stability, believing that through sheer will, we can dictate the course of our lives. However, Buddhism teaches us that the need for control is not only futile but also a source of suffering. The more we attempt to control every aspect of life, the more we become entangled in frustration and anxiety when things inevitably go awry. Letting go of control and embracing the concept of wu-wei does not mean surrendering to apathy or passivity. Rather, it means engaging with life from a place of trust and acceptance. It requires the wisdom to understand that while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we can control our reactions and our mindset. By cultivating this mindset, we create space for greater peace, clarity, and fulfillment. Finding serenity in uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by the uncertainty that accompanies it. Whether facing an unexpected change, a loss, or simply navigating through daily challenges, we often find ourselves wishing for control over our circumstances. The desire to predict and direct the course of our lives is strong, yet it is in this very act of striving for control that we experience suffering. Buddhism teaches us that the key to serenity lies in accepting the natural flow of life, embracing uncertainty rather than resisting it. When we let go of the need to control, we free ourselves from the anxiety that comes with trying to predict or change every aspect of our lives. We can begin to embrace the present moment, trusting that life will unfold as it should, even when the outcome is unknown. This trust in the flow of life leads to serenity, as we no longer feel the need to resist or fight against the inevitable changes that come our way. Instead, we learn to adapt, to find peace in uncertainty, and to move forward with an open heart and mind. Through this practice, we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe, experiencing a deeper sense of harmony and understanding. The path to awakening. The path to awakening in Buddhism is a profound journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. At the core of this journey is the realization that life is constantly shifting, and with it, the challenges we face are integral to our progress. Buddhism teaches that every experience, no matter how difficult or painful, serves as a stepping stone toward enlightenment. These trials, which might initially seem like obstacles, are actually opportunities for transformation. In Buddhism, awakening is not just an intellectual understanding, but a deep, transformative experience that comes from embracing life as it is. It involves letting go of attachments, fears, and the illusion of control. The Buddhist concept of impermanence reminds us that all things are temporary, including our suffering. By accepting this truth, we can begin to let go of our resistance to change and learn to flow with the natural rhythms of life. This process of surrender is essential to awakening, as it frees us from the cycle of attachment and craving that keeps us trapped in suffering. Ultimately, the path to awakening in Buddhism is one of continuous growth and transformation. By embracing life's challenges with an open heart, we come to see that every moment, every experience, and every struggle is a gift that leads us towards self-realization. The more we let go of our need for control and embrace the unknown, the closer we come to true peace and awakening.